This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by Lee Health.
Southwest Florida, backed by popular demand. If we have a good product, if we have somebody that's bringing you great information, we want to keep bringing them to you because that's what's important. That's why Adu is back. He's America's realtor. He's the best guy around when you want to get on to owning your own home. Let's talk to Adu right here.
All right.
He's a broker associate with New Home Star. Adu, welcome back, man.
Thanks for having me back, Lee.
We got a
Appreciate it.
lot of positive feedback a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago when you were on the show, and now we got you back here in July.
All right.
And we're so thrilled at the way people responded because a lot of people didn't know home ownership, brand new home, is something within their reach. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, sure. A lot of people, when looking for a home to live in, they're considering used homes, what I like to call resale homes, because it appears to be a more affordable option. Because on its face value, it costs less. Comparable used home to a new home might be $10,000 to $20,000 less, but $10,000 is realistically maybe $50 less on your mortgage payment a month. But really what families want is to have a more affordable situation in the long term, right? So when you break down the total cost of ownership, your utility costs, your maintenance costs, your insurance costs, a new home is actually in most cases more affordable than a used home. I want to give you a really quick example. So if there's, let's say you're looking at a used home which is valued around $200,000. For your maintenance costs, you can expect to have to shell out on average maybe $3,000 a year if it's a 10 to 20-year-old home. Whereas with a new home, you're going to have a warranty and it's going to be years down the line before you have to put any real money into that home.
I see.
Yeah, your energy bills are going to be 40% less because a new home has a better HERS rating than a used home. And then your insurance costs are going to be lower.
And that's
as
the
well.
same concept even with a used car or anything else, but people don't think about it like that until you
Exactly.
break it down and make it people think long term
Right.
you're going to save money.
Absolutely.
Now, you're so knowledgeable about real estate and about homes. How did you first get into the industry? How did you gain this type of insight?
I got into real estate back in 2010 in New York. Really what happened was I got involved in a real estate deal knowing nothing about it with some associates of mine, and I got burnt really bad. And I sort of told myself the reason why I got burnt was because I was uneducated. So I made a pact with myself that I was going to learn, understand what was going on, and then help others moving forward.
Now, tell us about New Home Star.
New Home Star is the largest private seller of new homes in the country. We sell 4,000 homes annually, a little over $1 billion in annual sales volume for new homes. We operate in over 185 communities across the country, 22 different markets. And it was founded in 2008, and our objective at New Home Star is to help builders sell more homes more profitably.
Now, still to this day, it's going to be the most important for the average person investment that they make to purchase that home. That is why it's very important that they get with people like yourself who can explain to them the ins and outs. When you're sitting down with people to explain the ins and outs of their home choices, what do you bring to the table personally that makes them connect with you in such a valuable way?
Well, for me, when I got into the business, it was important for me to help folks that were in similar situations to myself growing up, where you were unaware of the different options that are out there, because honestly, some of these things aren't even publicized the way they should be, and you didn't understand the market, and you may have adverse circumstances that you feel are preventing you from taking the steps you need to move forward into home ownership. And I knew if it was hard for me to gain this information, it's hard for tons of people. So that's where my passion lies.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I know you're very excited about Deep Creek communities in Punta Gorda. Tell us about it.
Deep Creek is a community in Punta Gorda. It's an open community. It has lakes and canals throughout it, so it's a very beautiful community. It's minutes away from the downtown Punta Gorda area, minutes away from Peace River where it meets Charlotte Harbor. It's got an extremely low HOA, and it's just a really great place to start your home ownership and build a family.
Can a buyer really build a new home with no money down?
Yeah. Great question.
No
Yes.
closing costs?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, man, that sounds like something off of some kind of
No, I know.
legitimately.
Yeah, and
No scheme.
and here's the thing, right? Because when we hear that, we get skeptical, you know. But these are facts. The USDA loan program provides loans for folks in certain areas with a 0% down payment, no down payment required. And a lot of people don't know Punta Gorda is USDA eligible. So in a community like Deep Creek, you can qualify for a USDA loan with no down payment. Now, your closing costs are going to range about maybe 4% of the purchase price. But let's put that in perspective. 4% on a $250,000 house is, say, $10,000 you need for closing costs. Well, there's a program you can partner with the USDA called the Florida Bond Program, which will provide you $7,500 towards your closing costs. Then the balance of $2,500, if you're buying a new home in Deep Creek, a lot of the times a builder will have a preferred lender that will cover the remaining closing cost balance for you. So yes, realistically, you will have no down payment and potentially no closing costs needed at the closing table.
And when people get in touch with you with that information on the screen, you'll Sesame Street that for them even more.
Absolutely.
Let's give all your two contact information.
Sure. You can reach me directly at 239-330-4175. And if you want to learn more about New Home Star, what we do, or if you'd like to be a part of our team, you can go to newhomestar.com.
Okay. That was great for radio purposes too.
All right.
Okay. Why should someone consider building a new home versus buying a resale?
Yeah, so going back to talking about the total cost of ownership for a new home versus a resale home, even though on its face value, a resale home appears to be cheaper by $10,000 or $20,000, that $50 a month you're saving on your mortgage payment pales in comparison to the 40% a year you save on your energy bills, or the $3,000 a year, or even $6,000 a year that you save on your maintenance costs when the roof, it's time to replace the roof, or it's time to replace the AC, the HVAC system, or the hot water heater, you name it. So when you break it down, you are, in most cases, for a comparable new home, you're going to save more money on an annual basis versus a resale.
I got you. Now, are any of your builder partners looking to expand into Southwest Florida?
Yeah, great question. We have a couple of builder partners that we're working with that are seriously considering expanding into Lehigh Acres and Golden Gate Estates. So what we're doing right now is, if there are any viewers that are interested in building a brand new home in either of those markets, Lehigh Acres or Golden Gate Estates, please give me a call. We can put you on the VIP list, and anybody who enters on the VIP list before we begin promoting will be eligible for a $2,500 credit on their home.
I see. That's a big saving.
Yeah.
And getting back to Punta Gorda, last question. It's a perk to be living in Punta Gorda now, because you say they are the city of Punta Gorda, what's that?
USDA eligible.
USDA eligible.
Yes.
The next time we get you here on the show, I want to get more into detail, because time's running out, on USDA eligible.
Yes.
But we do know that Punta Gorda is USDA eligible.
Yes, it is. And
any other quick ones you want to drop off in the area that are USDA eligible?
Punta Gorda is USDA eligible, so that means in the Deep Creek community, which is in Punta Gorda, you can be in a brand new home with no down payment. Also, a lot of people don't know.
No closing costs, man. That's great.
Yeah. If you combine it with the Florida Bond Program, but also Collier County is actually USDA eligible as well. So all the Naples area and everything, a lot of people don't know, USDA eligible.
And that's
as well.
why we got you here, because you're the man. You know what's going on. We're going to keep you coming in here, keeping people informed. Our realtor. Let's go.
Thank you, Lee.
The realtor of the people. For those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like I do who are doing it. We'll see you next week on Lee Pitts Live. We'll have some jazz in here. We have a real jazz saxophonist. Douglas is right here on Lee Pitts Live. We'll see you.
Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.